Alright, we'll be right back. We're gonna feed the cats. Thanks, Simon. Yeah, like on the... It was a gift, Christmas gift to my wife and I. We're both big Zelda fans. And I don't know how, but my parents, they live in this kind of like the boondocks of Arkansas, and they happened to find it in some random pawn shop. I don't know how it happened, but I'm not complaining. I have this really cool shield now. Alright, so in the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, we got the Masamune, or Masamune, as American kids who didn't know how to speak Japanese tended to pronounce it. It's the Sword of the Hero for Frog, which we will use to defeat Magus. Yes. Yeah, we just beat Slash, one of Magus's minions. His minions are named for different, let's let this charge up. Different classic rock and modern rock musicians. So Slash is Guns N' Roses. Flea is one of the other lieutenants, bassist for Red Hot Chili Peppers. Rock and roll, that's what we want. And Ozzie, Black Sabbath fame. Really? That's too bad. I'm always sad when I run into games that are too easy. Games don't need to be bonkers hard either, but there's some games that are just really easy. Yeah, can you do the save transfer? That's what I really liked about the first two. Ah, very good. I assume you can. With Golden Sun 2, it's like you better be able to transfer your save data. Golden Sun 1 ends very much on a cliffhanger. It feels like it's ending like halfway through the game. Gross. It's not Flea. And Flea's supposed to be a dude, just in chick form. Love Golden Sun too, Frank. Do you have a Twitch account, Frank? Chime in and chat. Dude, holy shit, we have 28 mid-ethers. We have no excuse to not be using all of our ethers, it turns out. I think we're going to do X-Strike and Robo-Tackle again. That worked out pretty well for us before. Yeah, we'll do all the Golden Sun games on here eventually. Like I said, the goal with this stream is we're going to eventually play every awesome game. Might take a really long time, but we're going to do it. Let's do a heal, so that frog doesn't attack us. When did you stop playing Indigo, do you remember? Ouch. Nice counter, Chrono. Oh, very good. He's on Xbox. Later, Link. Ooh, ouch. Alright, we're gonna do a round of mid-tonics here in a second. Here immediately, ouch. Thus we wipe ourselves, let's see. Mid-tonic. Ah, very good. Oh, lucky us. Let's go ahead and heal Frog so he doesn't do that again. That attack is really nasty. Do another round of mid-tonics here. That is pretty early. That would be like the first time you go back in time. Oh, is my dual tech gonna fail because he's gonna be confused now? Yeah, I guess it will. It's too bad. Ugh, it's like a counter that he does. There we go. Look at all the experience and tech points. Yeah, Frank, I'm all about Golden Sun. I've only played the first two, I never played the DS one. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, for sure. Well, good time to check it out. Get to see some. This is one of the best parts of the game. Let's step outside and use a shelter, yeah. The boss music for when we fight Magus is outstanding. I mentioned earlier that Frog's theme is a good ringtone. Magus's boss theme is not. It's a sweet song, but it doesn't really alert you to the fact that someone's calling you. Yeah, Andrea. You missed Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, which every time they mentioned Wu-Tai, I said, Wu-Tai! When I told Final Fantasy VII to Andrea as a bedtime story, whenever I would say Wu-Tai, she would respond, Wu-Tai! We've got a little ways to go in this dungeon here. Wu-Tai! Oh yeah, it's like a gauntlet. Get that. Robo roll. Rocket roll, that's the one. It's gonna be our go-to, there's lots of enemies attack. Nice. Do the same thing. Hey, welcome back, Angel Asakara. Oh, no. No, not almost done with Chrono Trigger. Magus is a pretty big boss fight, but it's maybe 30% of the way through the game. Oh, those things are shadow elemental, that's good to know. It might be... yeah, it's 30, I'd say it's about 30%. The end game's pretty long, there's a lot of little side quests you can do. And immediately after we beat the game, we're actually going to go back and do a New Game Plus right away, because we can do it in probably less than an hour. And we're going to get the developer ending, which is where you meet all the developers. It's very funny. Now that we got Heal Beam, Frog just needs to get another healing ability, and then Frog and Robo got a really excellent heal the whole party power between the two of them. The future refused to change. Catch you later, technically, Will. Very good. I get it. I get it. Have a good night. Good luck with your Perler beating. Let me know if you have any other questions about it next time on stream. Hell yeah. Misrobe. That sounds like something, yeah, that a lady would wear, unfortunately. Oh well. Already took care of them. Ozzie's in a jam! Oh yeah, this part. Dark Mail. Pretty sure that's the one that makes us absorb shadow damage, which is good. Or maybe at least resist shadow damage. Ouch. Impossible! Doomfinger, that sounds like Robo, yeah. No, we don't need to use another one. That's cool. We're good. This level, I feel like this is supposed to be a Mario reference. Jumpman. Oh, this part. Whoops. These guys are pretty easy to kill. We're just gonna spam attack on them. Nice crit. Frog. Oh man, Doomfinger. Robo. Nizbel II. Huzzah! Alright. Put all these chests. Lapis? Or lapis, I suppose. Oh, it's a healing item. 200 HP for all. Okay. So it's like a mega elixir. Yeah, so some of these are fake. This is one of the fake ones. Get it, Chrono. Looks like they have 10 hit points. Good to know. Frog can one-hit it if he crits. Chrono will always one-hit. Magic tab. I guess we can use all those now that we have a character. And saving them. Frog's gonna be staying in our party, so there we go. That's what we wanted. Figures, right? You can't just follow the edge. Too easy. Oh, I guess they don't always one-shot him. Hey, Mine for Fish. Good to see you again. Nice crit, Robo. Pulling your weight. Chrono, not so much. Hey, Cat. How's it going, dude? Look how confident Ozzie looks. Of course. Get it together, Chrono. Come on. Okay, well we lucked out. I think we don't actually want Frog to... He has a pretty high crit chance with the Masamune. I have to pause and mentally correct my pronunciation of that every time I say it. When I was a kid, I just said Masamune. Impossible! No, it's actually pretty possible. I can end up fighting that thing no matter what I do. Gotta fight this guy, I guess, no matter what. I like that you just fight what's on the screen when you encounter him. That's kind of cool. How lame. Get him. Physical defense on. Okay. So now we want to use magic, is what it's telling me. Laser spin counts as magic, I think. Yeah, that's a ticket. Alright. Eat it, juggler. Ha, no combos for you, dude. Killed your buddies. Dodge this roly-poly, dude. Look how happy it looks. The roly-poly was just out of range to be included in that battle. Oh. Cool, so we only had to deal with them having allies in the first fight. Denied the rest of them. I almost feel like we shouldn't use mid-tonics out of battle since we have so many mid-ethers. Like, I don't know what happened. Somehow we have 30 mid-ethers. So let's go ahead and heal the party up to full. Cool. Okay, let's use a mid-ether on Robo. And let's move along. Here we go. Endless battle. Hey, those are the dudes where you can see their dorks when they sit down. Lovely, your cat is sitting in front of your shrine and just pulling books out of it. Over and over for no reason. Hashtag Ben's a jerk. And cat can be a little bit of a bastard. Let's do another one of those rocket rolls. Those are pretty good. Physical defense on? Yeah, okay, that's what we thought. Nice. Try to get Frog in on the other one too. No. Not quite. Maybe the laser will finish it off though. Nice. Oh man, okay, I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be next battle. So Frog has Heal, which restores all allies' hit points, and Robo has Heal Beam. Together, their powers combined, they're gonna be Captain Planet. We're gonna get a really cool power that heals the whole party. Assume it'll be after this battle they'll get it. We're going to turn all their physical defenses on again, and then we're going to use Rocket Roll one more time to finish off whatever's left over. we're waiting because we want to do rocket roll, so we're gonna let Frog attack that bottom right one. Yeah, come on. Oh, is that gonna trigger it? No, it didn't. Interesting. So Frog is gonna kill the bottom right one, I think. And then rocket roll will wrap up whatever's left. Good to know. You got any more? Takes the cake. Speed belt. Do we want that? I don't think we ever want to give up the item that... Oh, that would give him max speed. That's good to know. Yeah, we never want to give up the item that lets Chrono counterattack. That's great. We always want counter. Whenever a game will afford it to us, we'll take it. Long hallway. Hey, what's up, the OC gamer? How's it going? Rocket roll. Any of these guys heal Shadow? No, I guess the goblin dudes too. Oh well. Good to know. Finish him off with a crit. Nice. Strong hit from Frog there. Nice. Ooh, and that was a counterattack. That is on the list of things we are talking about. Flunkies. Alright. One of these things is not like the other. This is sort of like the Bowser fight. The very beginning of Super Mario RPG. Safe capsule. He's gonna sit here in an ice cube and wait for Magus to show up and save him. Yeah, assuming he knew where these holes were, he kind of picked a really bad place to stand in this fight, huh? Bye-bye. And one of those is a save point. That's a save point. Right? He doesn't deserve to be named after Ozzie Osbourne. Oh man. Coming up on Sweet Song. I use those candles in my D&D game. It's one of my favorite boss musics in any game. You might recognize that dude, by the way. Yeah, to be honest, Frog looks way sweeter as a frog than as a person. Get some robo tackles in there. Ooh, that's not very good actually. Only fire damages. Well, that's not good. We don't have any of that. And we'll whack him again. We have lightning, water, and shadow. And fire. Water damages, okay. Can roll with that. Let's see, bubble snap should be water, right? Get him, Robo and Frog. Ouch. Let's wait. Oh, man. Let's let Frog's ATB come up so he can heal the party. And then we'll have them do rocket roll. This is a pretty tough fight. Yeah, that was pretty good. 285. Fire's not happening though. We'll use that opportunity to heal up again. It may have made sense to have Chrono swing and then do this second heal, because I think Frog may have just healed everyone to full. Yeah, close enough. Chrono was down by 1. Plug in my headset. We'll do it next time he does a big attack like that. Nice counter, Chrono. Water damages, alright. Wait for Frog to come back up. Bubble Snap wasn't particularly exciting last time, so we'll try using the Chrono Frog water ability. Hey, what's up, CGM? Tuned in at an awesome time. Sword stream, there we go. That was pretty good. That was way more impressive than our earlier attack. Rocket roll. We'll do rocket roll again just because it's good, but really, you've never played Chrono Trigger? Yeah, it's a sweet game. Enjoy it. I am so excited to have someone on who hasn't played Chrono Trigger. Welcome. Good to have you. Bitchin' music too. Everybody healed up. Robo's doing fine on health, but Chrono takes hits pretty hard. Let's see, what does he switch to? Only fire. Great. Do another heal, and then we'll hit him in the face again to get him to change his elemental weakness. Right? Kind of one of the best RPGs. Only lightning damages. Very good, Osukara. March 11th is the 20th anniversary of Chrono Trigger. Holy shit. That's the Japanese release, I assume? We'll just use regular old lightning. Yeah, at this rate, if we keep it up, we'll beat it around March 11th. Maybe we'll slow things down a little bit so we can time that. I know that's why a lot of the speedrunners are running it. Yeah, this game has held up for 20 years. I guess it makes sense. I would have been like 8 or 9 when it came out. I used the wrong ability. Oops. It's cool. We're not gonna die. We're gonna regret it, but we're not gonna die. Japanese release. Cool. Back in the days before hype, where you found out about a game because you saw it on the shelf at at Blockbuster, or you read about Nintendo Power. I guess Nintendo Power could hype it for you a little bit. Actually, the first thing I read about Final Fantasy VII was in Nintendo Power. Yeah, no kidding. Try not to talk too much during this song in particular. When we get back to Chrono Cross next week, every time we start Chrono Cross, we're going to let Time Scar play all the way through because it's such a sweet song. Yep. I'm sure y'all know the story about that, right? That Sony was developing a disc system for the Super Nintendo as an add-on. And at the last minute, Nintendo bailed out and said, no, we're going to stay with cartridges. So, to spite them, Sony went on and made their own system with blackjack and hookers, and they called it the PlayStation 1. Squaresoft had already started development of Final Fantasy VII for the disc system, so they just went along with PS1. Alright, he's on the ropes now. You notice he's not automatically counterattacking whenever we hit him now. Yeah, I want to go check out the alternate reality where Nintendo went ahead and did the Sony disc system as an add-on for the Super Nintendo. Would Sega have still stuck around as the main competitor? I don't know. Holy shit. Really? That's cool, Mine for Fish. I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing that. It's awesome. Magus has 6,666 hit points. Mind for Fish, do you know when he goes into this mode where he uses his ultimate attack but doesn't do the counterattacking anymore? So like maybe after you do 2,000 damage to him or so. It's gotta be like when he's at like half health. We've done more than that to him. Let's see if anybody dies this time. Yeah, that would stand to reason. I think we did about 33. If Frog died, it's okay, we can get him up. It's just a little airborne, it's still good, still good. That is why we gave Chrono the Dark Mail, it helps him to resist the attack. Right? That's the sign that he's in the, he's been weakened stage when he's fidgeting with his glove. He doesn't do it very often in the first half of the fight, first phase. I've never noticed this before. Oh yeah, I beat Magus. Hooray! What's the effect that causes Robo's health to constantly decay? Is that the Doom finger we equipped on him? Powered it up, bro. Or Magus is trying to summon Lavos. Oh man. Crimson Echoes, Flames of Eternity. Oh, I've seen that. So I use video game sprites in my D&D game, and when I go to the Spriters resource, I always see Crimson Echoes as a thing to get sprites from. Is it fan made? Nice. Yeah, thanks, man. I'll have to check it out. Might do it on stream eventually too. I'd love to do some ROM hacks. I want to do what's it called? There's someone just did a ROM hack of Final Fantasy VI that tries to make it harder. Like they fix a lot of the cheesy glitches, like using X Zone to kill everything. They restrict who can equip which espers. Oh man, something's going on. Chrono and Marley aren't married. Chrono's not Team Marley. Go ahead and get a job. Hey, it's Ayla again. Perish the thought, lass. Awesome Magus. 6 is a pretty glitchy game. Hey, welcome back, CG Evan. What's up, Fraginator? Good to see you again. Kino. Oh no. Even if you don't abuse glitches in 6, it's there's some other cheesy stuff you can do that's legit, like spamming Ultima and everything. Fix that. I think he has new items for trade now. Dream Gun, Dream Bow, Magma Hand, and Blade. Okay, but we don't need the Ruby Vest or the Rock Helm. We already have those. Ooh. So, Flames of Eternity is Crimson Echoes, like, enhanced, I guess? It sounds cool, I'll have to check it out. Somebody picked up Crimson Echoes and kept working on it, I guess. Oh man. Reptites kidnapped Kino. Good, we got a damsel in distress who's not a female. Good job, Kira Toriyama and Hironobu Sakaguchi. Ayla's a chief. You know what she wants. Ayla reminds me of Susan Strong from Adventure Time. Or rather, Susan Strong from Adventure Time reminds me of Ayla. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go to Tyrano Lair, hear that bitchin' song. One of the songs my band covered. That one's Sid's theme and Katamari Damacy song. Ah, cool. So like, to that end, Mine for Fish, do you recommend that I pick up only Flames of Eternity and not Crimson Echoes? Is that the complete experience as far as playing it? Or the most complete experience I could get? Forward to the past, get it? Back to the future? Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of new farming again. This doesn't take a lot of time, but we want to get those weapons. Namely, we want to get the Aeon Edge for Chrono and the new weapon for Robo. Because I think the weapon he currently has equipped causes his health to decay. Interestingly. Something I've never noticed before. The Doom Finger. Wondering why I'm standing still. It's going to rain eventually, and then the sky's going to pop out. There's 3 places you can pop out. We intentionally stand somewhere where we can get to at least 2 of those places. If we were really, really good, we could potentially get to 3 places, but it's pretty hard. Basically gives us a 2 in 3 chance of seeing him. The reason we're fighting him is twofold. 1, he gives a shitload of tech points. Tech points are what let us learn new abilities. We want those. 2, that he... I guess we're going to see here in a second. 3 petals, fangs, horns, and feathers, which is what we're using to trade for items. So I think it's really just... we just need to do it twice to get all the stuff we want. The other place one can spawn is right here. We have plenty of time to find him if he doesn't spawn in the southeast corner. And there's one that can spawn in the northwest corner, but it's very hard to get to him before it stops raining. So if we don't luck out, basically it's just too bad. So sad. And try to stand in a place where we get enough of a running start as possible. Waiting on the music. Okay, that one didn't spawn. That one didn't spawn, so we're going to try to run and get to the 3rd one, but don't hold your breath. I'm certainly not. Nope. There might be a chance that he just doesn't spawn at all. Whoop. I'm not 100% sure about that. Gotcha, mine for fish. Cool, yeah, I'll check it out. I read they did that in the DS version of Chrono Trigger, that they got rid of the medieval English for frog. Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm really interested when I hear about translation stuff. Language hobbyist. When you say direct speech, you mean that in the original Japanese script that he say he's like laconic? He doesn't say a lot, he gets right to the point quickly, or what do you mean when you say direct speech? Cool. I enjoy retranslations. We'll do the DS version on here eventually. If there's any game I'm comfortable coming back to, it's certainly Chrono Trigger. Okay, that should be good. Like I said, very limited farming. Just enough to be able to get these items. Blunt and to the point, yeah. Brief. Okay, what you got? Yep. Petal Feather, Fang Horn. So really we could have just... Okay, that's fine. Really? That's cool. Yeah, well... It's a pretty big damage increase. We lose the speed, but that's okay. Is there like a description for the Doom Finger? Maybe I can confirm that. Doom Finger. Oh, there's not. But I'm pretty sure it was decreasing his health. One of these people can heal me. I think it's the chick that's in here. Yeah. Let me drink your sweet water. Sweet. In the Chrono Compendium retranslation? Lame. One more hit, hopefully. I guess what would they change in the story? Other than maybe making things a little bit more explicitly linked to Chrono Cross. Gotcha. I spent about 30 minutes reading the changelog for this Final Fantasy VI ROM hack I was talking about. Seems like it could be pretty cool. Yeah, go for it, Mine for Fish. Trust you. Pretty excited. I was up late after the end of stream yesterday and decided to just keep streaming with some Diablo 3. Got my first spammer. I hadn't gotten the opportunity to try out the /ban command before. It was very exciting. Hey Sly Boots, how's it going? Good number choice. Meaning of life. Cool, man. I'll check out that link after we're done too. Click on it to save it. Saved. Thank you. So one all the way at the bottom. Ooh, Mesomail. What's the deal with that? Feeling that should do something, but gonna prioritize Robo's defense last since he has so many hit points from the silver earring. That's too bad about the cease and desist. Kind of like Nintendo's had a pretty good policy on that, is, you know, unless if you're explicitly trying to get paid for it, they encourage people to do derivative content. No, they recently reversed their decision. They were, you know, doing copyright claims on Let's Play videos, and they reclaimed that recently, recalled that. Twitch is kind of giving me a crash course on fair use copyright stuff too. It's funny, I was playing Starbound yesterday, which is a game that lets you have little instruments. You can play MIDI files, so you can play whatever MIDI file you want on the instruments in the game. It just reads them as instructions. And one of the people on stream was playing with us, and he was like, "Do you mind if I play an instrument?" And I was like, "I mean, go ahead. Why would I care?" And he said, "It'll get your video content flagged," which actually happened to me. Like, somebody was playing Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven, which, if anything's in the public domain, I would think Moonlight Sonata is in the public domain, right? And YouTube content flagged it. I had to dispute it. Yeah, exactly, Mine for Fish, if they're just sitting on it. And I doubt anyone's going to play Crimson Echoes and not go out and buy, like, so like the people who are going to play Crimson Echoes are the very same people who are going to spend money on Chrono Trigger for the DS. I don't think it's going to keep them from spending money on the DS. If anything, it'll get them more excited to want to spend money on it. And she still has this third eye, which is a good investment for her. 58 evade is pretty bonkers. Give her the Mist Robe. That's a big upgrade. Right? Yeah, content ID just looks for waveforms, basically. So I bet it has an easier time picking up MIDI than anything else. Yeah, you'll see with YouTube, like, the way it's supposed to work is you're supposed to file a dispute, and then it's supposed to be 30 days before they remove the claim, but there are some claims that are so overzealous that it just removes it instantly if you even click dispute. So I've just been disputing all of them and giving them my good faith reason for why I don't think it deserves to be flagged. By the way, this song is kick-ass. It's Tyrano Lair. God damn it. I was just about to compliment the game on not cutting the music out to change the battle music. Just on the first floor, apparently. Well, let's get our badass Tyrano Lair music back. Saving the humans. Yeah, that is how it works. They've improved on it quite a bit. So what happens is when you upload the video, you get a little notification that says, "Hey, this has been flagged for copyright content." They don't do a takedown right away. They give you an option to dispute. They even just give you an option to acknowledge it, which acknowledging it just means that you can't monetize the video, and they will automatically play ads on it whether you want to have ads on it or not. And the person who claimed the copyright gets paid. So I imagine there's a lot of people who have uploaded stuff that's very clearly in the public domain, like Moonlight Sonata, that some publishing rights company somewhere in the world is getting all kinds of ad revenue for because they haven't bothered to click the dispute button. Yeah, they're cool about it. They don't just take it down, which is appreciated. I guess the system that they have running now is the best system they can run. I can't envision a way they could do it that's more fair. It's a shitty situation in general, Ayla! Ayla's gonna save you. Get it, Ayla. Get it. That's one way to do it. Robo. That method does not appear to be rational. Yeah, that's the thing, is when you know that it's a BS copyright claim, if it says, because it says what song claimed and then who's claiming it, and if it's like Nintendo, you're like, okay, yeah, I was playing the Skyward Sword soundtrack, that's only fair, I'll acknowledge it. But if it says, Moonlight Sonata, one of a collection of publishing rights organizations, I'm like, screw you, dude, and I'll dispute it. And I'm not monetizing my YouTube videos. I don't get more than 20, 30 views, max 300, 400 views on a given video, but principle of the thing, right? I have one video that's us playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's 3 hours or so. And there's one 5-minute part where it's playing a video game song that copyright content ID flagged. So the whole video is off limits. I can never monetize that even if it gets popular, because for 5 minutes it's playing that song. So maybe that's a way that they could improve the system. It's really, Chrono has full dialogue. Interesting. I'd be interested to check that out. I like the Final Fantasy VI, the ensemble cast, there is no main character thing. Too few games do that. Tyrano Lair is just a really awesome song. I'm so glad that Yasunori Mitsuda did like this poor dude, man. So he's a low-level sound effects engineer working for Squaresoft at the time, right? So he has these dreams of being a composer. He has no formal experience. He's never done it before. But one day he goes to his boss and he's like, you know, I'm gonna quit unless if you let me compose a game. And they're like, okay, well, we're doing this game called Chrono Trigger. You can do it. And he worked his ass off on Chrono Trigger. No joke, like he got stomach ulcers from working so hard composing the soundtrack for this game, so they had to bring in Nobuo Uematsu to help him finish it. We have Lightning 2 now? Yeah, there we go. We can call that Thumdaga. Yeah, man, you should look it up. It's a crazy story. He pretty much just did sound effects before that, which in the days of like the NES and the Super Nintendo was. I mean, it's an art. You have to take, you know, your 4 channels, your 4 noise channels, and make a recognizable sound like a door clicking. But it's more like being a Foley artist than being a composer. Yeah, his career took off after this game, obviously. As it should have. As was warranted. I think we might bring in Blue Dragon. I'll do that once. Can add another block of time to this show. Maybe around March 15th or so. Something in this room determines whether or not you get into a fight. I don't know what it is. Yes, and that is a strong argument. It is, I would say it is a correct argument. I don't know if you've ever sat in a digital audio workstation before. And these days, if you're in like Cubase or a Reaper, you can do whatever you want. You can have an unlimited number of instruments. But, you know, to make it as simple as possible, you go back to the NES and you only have 4 channels. You have a square wave, a triangle wave, a noise channel. Like, your limitations, you try to explore that space, you try to fill that space, you know? It inspires you to be more creative. And it's why video game music is so melody driven, because you're limited in how long the song can be too. So if you know you're going to be listening to the same thing over and over and over, it better damn well be memorable, it better have a good melody. Same for sprite art. You're limited in what you can do. And those limitations produce something that's great. Oh, there is a method to the madness. If you step in the light, it teleports you. I'm like, what? This just seems to be random, but no, it's not. Yeah, exactly. Seiken Densetsu 3, we're gonna do that on here all day, by the way. Like, I would do it with net play, but it's so laggy still, the code's not very good. One of my friends is gonna be moving out here. I don't know if he's in chat. Hey Pax, what's going on? When he does that, maybe we can fit in, because when I play it, I want to do 3-player, you know, same with Secret of Mana. I could do it single player, but it would be really cool to do 3-player. Exactly. Seiken Densetsu 3 is like one of the final Super Nintendo games, and it really shows you it pulls everything it can out of the Super Nintendo. It looks amazing. It's a beautiful game. That's kind of a problem with the PlayStation 1 in general, though. Like, it opens the floodgates, right? You suddenly have all of this available to you. You don't have any way to limit yourself. I can't think of a single really polished game for the PS1. Even the ones that use sprite art, like Symphony of the Night, could have been a Super Nintendo game in a lot of ways, and I wouldn't say that's a very polished game. Maybe Final Fantasy IX, toward the end. Hell yeah, Apex! Come on here, that'll be a weekend thing. This weekend we're streaming Seiken Densetsu 3. 2 or 3 players. Yeah, I've done it before on ZSNES. It has the best netplay code, I think. I played through all of Secret of Mana using netplay. But I've also had like game-ending lag incidents, which I would try to. I guess I could have a backup plan for stream and just say, hey, we're going to try to stream this with netplay. If it lags out or something, here's the backup plan. Here's the game we're going to play instead. Oh, 6 is a million times better than 7. Don't even... The people who would disagree with you would be wrong. And so, okay. Some people... You can have the opinion that you like 7 better than 6, that's fine. But like as far as how polished the games are, 6 is objectively more polished than 7. And even Hironobu Sakaguchi would tell you that. Like we went and saw his panel at PAX, and he discussed that. He was like, yeah, when 7 first came out, we had never done 3D before. We didn't have a team that knew how to do 3D. We were just throwing all of our shit at the wall and seeing what stuck. And it's a miracle that a good game came out of it. It was only later that they actually knew what they were doing and they weren't like hacking everything together. Yeah, Xenogears is not a very polished game. Tactics is sprites, it's also not polished. Nobody really recovered and brought polish back until the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube. The GameCube games are probably among the most polished games ever, just in general. Right. So there's the battle models, there's the Popeye models. I guess you wouldn't count FMV models as models, but it certainly detracts from the experience. Nine was pretty clean. I think 9 was the most polished PS1 game. Maybe someone can come up with an example of where I'm wrong, but just trying to think off the top of my head. It had a slick UI, it wasn't glitchy or tarry. Try to take out the Reptite first, or he'll do that. Oh man, yeah, that's the problem. My wife has exactly the same problem, Mine for Fish, that she was not there when the hype was real. She did not play the Nintendo 64 right when it came out. She did not play the PlayStation 1 right when it came out. She jumped from Super Nintendo directly to PlayStation 2. So there's no nostalgia there. There's no getting excited waiting for it to come out, you know? For me though, it was like I had played 2 and 4, so my buddy and I, we actually got our parents to pull in and help us rent a PlayStation 1 with no memory card, so we could play 7 right away. We got as far as we could without a memory card. Well, Mine for Fish, you've got, I think, Apex in chat, he likes 8. I'm not going to talk about 8. It wouldn't be fair to the children at home to talk about 8. But 8's not that bad of a game. There are worse games. I mean, there's the Holocaust. That's worse than 8. Right? I'm kidding. It's not. There are some people who really hate 8. I'm not in that camp. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so the card game was awesome. Triple Triad would have been cool if only they would have, like, explained the frickin' rules to you at some point in the game. Like, you're like 90% of the way into the game before you start to get a sense of how shit actually works in that thing. Oh shit, I gotta do lightning again. I guess there's Shuffle and Boogie. There's the song that plays when you do card game. It's okay, we'll do 8 on here. It's gonna happen. We're gonna play it. No shit, Patrick. Oh man. When we do, when we get our open block. Remember, there's 4 blocks. There's classic game, obscure game, blind playthrough game I've never played before, and then there's free play. We're gonna do Final Fantasy XIV in the free play and check it out. It looks like it's got a lot of nostalgia stuff in there. Like I know they recently added a Gilgamesh fight in Final Fantasy XIV that plays as Clash on the Big Bridge. Yeah, Ragnarok's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'll give you that. Right? That's part of the problem. Well, that's probably one of the big issues with 8 is that there's this crazy tone whiplash between discs. Disc 1 of 8, whatever they were going with it in Disc 1, it was great, and then it gets so weird. Have you heard the theory that Squall dies at the end of Disc 1 and the rest of Final Fantasy VIII is, well, I mean, it's not the stupid everything's a hallucination idea, but I mean, it makes sense. He does get like spoiler alert, Final Fantasy VIII. Cover your ears. The end of Disc 1, Squall gets a giant icicle through his chest, and then like wakes up with Moombas and other bizarre shit going on. Well, I'll give some points to 8. If you're gonna do time travel, it has to be a time loop. That's the only way that ever makes sense. To that end, you know, I don't know that is Chrono Trigger a time loop? Is there stuff that is established at the beginning of Chrono Trigger that's only true because Chrono Trigger already happened? Go! Talk! Speak! I can see you, Patrick, just sitting watching the VOD like, I want to type! Renoa has a black hole over her face. What's the deal with that? Oh god, that's gonna wipe everybody, isn't it? Almost. Oh man, we're lucky. We are lucky. We did not deserve that. Chrono Trigger should just do Bill and Ted rules. They're the best time travel rules. Why don't we go fight Lavos after the report? Yeah! After the report, we'll time travel back. What's up, Meganizio? How's it going? It was you who beat Lavos. Whoa, dude. What, the Marley McFly incident, Mine for Fish? I think they just wanted to do a Marty McFly thing. That was the whole reason they did it. There wasn't any actual impetus for it other than that. Oh, so you're saying that all the stuff in the bizarre ending cutscene of 8... So, like, Hey Pax, what's the deal then? Are we saying that all of 8 after Disc 1 is a hallucination? Are we going that route? Or are we saying that something's actually going on, that Squall's dead, and the rest there is actually some plot that's happening? Strange things are afoot at the Tyrano Lair. He loves the Millennial Fair. Haha. Aw, I got robbed. It's fine. Yeah, Patrick, is it that Squall is dead, and then what you play on disc 2, 3, and 4 is Squall, like, the last moments before he dies? Right. Right. Death Dream. Okay. Makes the game make more sense. Yeah, there's no crazy shit with Ultimecia any at that point. It just seems like a political thriller, like, oh, there's this sorceress. Yeah, Cypher's like explicitly a bad guy. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. I don't think it's what's actually intended. It's like, oh, what's the theory? There's a fan theory that makes something that sucks not suck, but it clearly wasn't what actually was meant. There's several of those, but I'm trying to remember the, other than like the indoctrination theory for Mass Effect. Oh, Diablo 3. Diablo 3's story is infamous for being really bad, right? And the theory is that the Lord of Lies, Belial, is actually posing as the other Lords of Hell in the other acts. So the reason why, like, Asmodan, who's supposed to be Hell's greatest tactician, It's constantly calling you on your Nephilim cell phone to tell you that he's going to beat you. That's actually Belial pretending to be Asmodan. They don't, but that's... Actually, I kind of appreciate that they don't. There's too many games that are too explicit with that kind of thing. Laguna is Squall's dad. Like, that's just a fact. Evidence is that they're all named after water, right? Laguna, Rain, and Squall. And when you play... when you play Laguna, he has Squall's card. D3 shit is canon. But that's one of the things I like, that they are not explicit about that, right? The other one that's like that is in Final Fantasy VII, when you're in the slums and you talk to the sick guy who's got the tattoo of a number on his arm. Like, he's the actual failed Sephiroth clone. The game doesn't come out and tell you that. Appreciate your effort, Mind for Fish. My bad. If you're in chat and... so I'm actually tend to be pretty careful about spoiling games that we're not, you know, not playing right now. It just shows how little I care for Final Fantasy VIII. I'm sorry. You're not missing out, though, on knowing that Laguna is Squall's dad. It'll actually make the sequences that feature Laguna a lot less bizarre and non sequitur-like if you know that there's some kind of a relationship back there. Actually, it'll give you hints to look for when we get to Final Fantasy VIII and play it on stream. You can pick up on all the stuff that's suggesting it, if you know to look for it. If you don't know to look for it, there's nothing in the game that says it explicitly. Dude, if you abuse it, you can get the ultimate weapon for Squall before you leave Balam Garden just by playing cards with people, converting the cards into items. Hey, Baker. Good to see you, sir. Thank you again for your kind donation. We're going to be 1/4 of the way to a new 3DS. Alright, let's try this again. Let's not like fall in the hole this time, right? Yeah, me too. I did a... oh god, it's gotta be like... well, my wife played 8. She's been playing them backwards. She started with 10, has been working backwards, so that's my most recent exposure to 8. She beat 10, 9, and 8, and then she got to 7 and was like, the graphics in this game are so bad that I can't do it. She didn't grow up with it, right? So I have seen 8 fairly recently then. There was another time that I replayed it a couple years before that where I was like, maybe I'm not being fair to 8. Maybe it's not as bad as I remember. Let me give it another try. I gave it another try and I wasn't impressed. Oh, he's not a furry. He just has a monkey tail. He's just Goku, right? Like the whole thing is very Dragon Ball. He goes Super Saiyan. Yep. Torture? Oh, because then like you're downgrading from there. Yeah, you don't get to build up to 10. No voice acting right away out the gate. The rest of the Final Fantasy games have just been bedtime stories for her. She knows 6 by way of bedtime story. Save. Yeah, this game's my jam. I'm gonna have to fight them now, but that's okay. I really love that he went the route of making a very bass-driven song as the main battle theme. First time I was playing around with chiptunes, I accidentally reproduced the the keyboard part of that song. Okay. Not falling off the edge this time. Go ahead and save one more time, so we don't have to do that again. Sure, we'll be fine, but it's easy to save in these games. You don't have to load anything. We walked on the thing. That's okay. Experience, right? We're leveling up. It's not all for naught. Really? No shit, Mine for Fish. Is there a name of it? Can I Google it? Are you talking like the secret... There's a secret Final Fantasy VIII song that was only in the demo for Final Fantasy VIII. It wasn't in the actual release. It's when you're, I want to say it's when you're going to the mission with the big spider robot. The demo version of that song is way cooler. Azala. So I like that both the chief and the reptite leader are female. I think if you go and beat Lavos, because remember you can go beat the game whenever you want in this. You don't have to do it at the very end. If you go beat the game right now, the reptites are the ones who survive instead of the humans, and it shows you an ending where everyone's a reptite. Cool, thanks Mine for Fish, appreciate it. Sarah Topper. How are we doing on MP? Got tons of these mid-ethers. Usually don't use ethers, but... Thanks, man. I'll save that. Oh man! Awesome sprite. I gotta rip off this sprite for D&D. I don't have any good like story reason to do it yet, other than it would be cool. Be a good inspiration for a story. Maybe I'll use it in my Adventure Time D&D game. Bum-ba-dum, ba-dum-ba-dum. Finish getting Uzi Beam, or Uzi Punch for Robo. Get that damage down. Psychokinesis. Ruby Vest, though. Alright, let's do a Falcon hit. Pretty good. Be better. Do spin kick. I like the implication here that the reptites had the capability for psychic ability, while humans had the ability to do magic. Yes, it is. I'm gonna do a stream at some point, Baker, that shows how to do beat sprites. Gotta wait till I have a free block available. It'll be in March once I finish getting laid off of my job. Doing one like Mega Man would be pretty easy. Here, I'll lift it up a little bit. pretty small. It would just be on a single pegboard. But you can go to any arts and crafts store called Perler Beads, buy a starter set on the cheap. Let's just do regular old cure beam, yeah? Ayla needs it. Yes, sir. Well, I mean, I'll record it and put it on YouTube as well, so if you're not there to see it live, you can always see the YouTube recording after the fact. Perler beads. Oh yeah? Nice, mine for fish. If you go to like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, both of them will sell perler beads. If you've never done it before, I recommend you buy a starter set. They're like maybe $15. Gives you a little tray that has like 16 colors, pegboard, some sheets, and some instructions. Get you started, and then if you like it, I can give you a site you can go to get lots and lots of them. Baker about to step into Joanne Fabrics, be like, yo, give me some of them perler beads, dough. Do we just need to use like regular old lightning to make it take damage? Lightning 2 not good enough? Oh, okay. Been a while. Drops its shields eventually, basically. What's cool though, Baker? Perler beads are the manliest art and craft. Alright, we'll have Robo use a mid-ether on Chrono next round, since he's running low. Yeah, I love the Rage Band. It's my favorite. War beating. Remember that now, Patrick. Yeah, Rage Band, like, any game that says you can counterattack, I'm on that all day. If it's like, usually it's in Final Fantasy games, it's tied to the monk class. Let me close that so that you guys don't think you're getting Facebook messages when you're not. Here it is, Rage Band. Very nice. Try to get one more heal off before... I think everyone's at max, we should be okay. We'll have Robo ready to heal again though. Yeah, I don't think we can force him back into it. Just gotta swing at him for a bit. Eaten Chrono. Holy shit. That was actually pretty bad for me. I'm excited to do Bravely Default on here. Oh man, dude, I want to do Rock Band drums so bad. I've got, Baker, you've got the fancy drum kit too, right? The Ion drummer, all that fun stuff. Oh, I want to do it so bad. We're on the second floor of an apartment though. We tried dusting it off recently, putting it back together, building it. Somebody came, knocked on the door, and said, "Hey, you're shaking our apartment." I just turned beet red and dismantled it that day. So that'll be like the I need to buy a house so that I can play Rock Band. Yeah, no man. Like when Rock Band first came out, I remember people would rig up cameras and they would stream themselves. They wouldn't stream themselves, but they would post videos on YouTube of like doing full combos and songs. So like practicing the full combo stuff, you'd probably be able to stream that all day. Nice. Yeah, I got some Pintech cymbals, quite good if you didn't pick those up yet. I didn't get a roll and snare yet. I'm waiting to upgrade it again until we get a house, and I can play it when I want. Alright. Needed black Tyrano. I always look like she has a little goatee there. No, it's the bass pedal. I have I mean I could either use the switch, but I have actual bass pedals. I have a real acoustic drum set. And like the way it is correct to play bass is not to like take your foot and pivot it like this. Like you can do that, but you're gonna hurt your leg, and that's not the correct way to play drums. Like you need to lift your whole leg and stomp it down, and there's really nothing you can do short of like building a big platform with a whole bunch of marshmallows and shit in it. It's still gonna transfer down. Because it wasn't that it was loud, it wasn't making lots of noise, it was that it was physically shaking her apartment. If I were on the first floor, that would be fine too. Man, we're about to see the origin of Lavos. Oh man, he's a meteor. That classic trope of calling down a meteor. More fly, less calf, exactly, yeah. You'll hurt yourself if you try to do it like this. But it's also loud as fuck if you're on the second floor. Lavos, big fire. Ayla named it. Yo yo, Kino. Not Kino though. Oh, okay. I like that the reptites are way more technologically advanced too. Oh shit. Lava sound. Right. Good to know. So he's not like, 1400 years old. He's like 65 million years old or older. That astral horror. 7 has that kind of... Genova is like an astral horror. Fell from the sky. It's a rich universe too. I just want to play another RPG where I travel through time. Like, it's such a cool mechanic. It has such, well, I guess you have games like, you know, Ocarina of Time that do it as well, but you ask questions like, well, what happens if I open a chest? If I open it in the present day versus if I open it in the past? Okay, same stuff. Good to know. Can I get that sweet water? Alright. Do I still need to use Ayla? Guess so. Okay. I feel like it's about time somebody made a Link to the Past Master Race. Fuck yeah. That's personally, it's my favorite game. The Zelda series. Although Link Between Worlds is pretty close, man. It's like a love letter to Link to the Past, and it's very well done. It's a strong plot, good gameplay. We're gonna do a chronological playthrough of Zelda on here at some point. According to the officially published timeline, we'll start with Skyward Sword. I did the original Dragon Age. I kind of want to play the new one that just came out. This is cool. Zeal will be a good stopping and starting point. Oh, Mine for Fish, you haven't played Link Between Worlds? Oh, you need to correct that immediately. That game is so good. Especially if you liked Link to the Past. Like, it's full of stuff that's just there. Yeah, it is a stupendous title. Oh, man. There's so much stuff in Link Between Worlds that is really just nodding to people who know the original game. Like, if you've played Link to the Past, there are boss fights, there are areas that are like winking at you that you're like, oh, I know what this cave is going to be. I remember this cave from Link to the Past, and you go in and it kind of plays around with that idea. The song you hear here is by far the most remixed song in video game music. Notably, it's sampled in a Wiz Khalifa song. Yeah, play Link Between Worlds. In addition to being a love letter to Link to the Past, it's just a good game. I really like that they're playing around with, you know, when you get the items, because you can unlock all the items immediately with rupees. What's that, Andrea? And it uses 3D effectively. She makes a good point. It's not just for show. You can tell that the game was designed with 3D in mind. Like, you can still play it with 3D turned off, but there are dungeons that are very three-dimensional in their construction, which is very impressive. Don't know the order to open this. That's right, shoutouts to OC Remix. When I say that this song is the most remixed song, I'm talking about OC Remix. Black Wind Howls. So, spoiler alert, that should establish for you who this kid is. The last person we met with blue hair who said the Black Wind Howls was Magus. Actually, the identity of this kid and his sister are the major hanging plot thread from Chrono Trigger that the game Radical Dreamers was trying to resolve. She'd still be able to use it when she gets older. Baker. You should get a 3DS, man. Nintendo's shtick is, right, they make consoles that are not really good on release day, but very quickly build a strong library. The Wii was like that, the original DS was like that, even the Game Boy Advance. The 3DS has hit that critical mass now. There's a very good library of games for it. Yeah, you should pick up the new 3DS if you're at it. Oh, I think we just saved outside. We can do it now. Hey, welcome back, Link. Yeah, you should get the new 3DS since it just came out. You may as well if you're going to pick it up. You've picked a good time to get it. Right, Nasukara? No, the new 3DS XL. It's got a confusing name, but it's actually a different console with it's going to be able to play different games. So yeah, new Nintendo 3DS XL is the one you want. I don't think it's on Amazon yet. Yeah. Just came out like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Good time to pick it up. Shit. No, man, if it plays different games, it is a different console. I don't care. Like, if there are games that the new 3DS will be able to play that the regular 3DS cannot play, then it is a different console, and Nintendo needs to market it that way. I hear your point. This is the problem with the Wii U, though. The Wii U is clearly a new console. It plays games that you cannot play on the regular Wii, but everybody thinks that it's just another version of the Wii. Yeah, exactly. That's what Mindforfish got it. Oh, the Wii U. Like, no, you gotta give it a different name if it's gonna play different stuff. It's cool that it's backward compatible. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a good console to have on the road. It has really good battery life, too. Let's use that speed tap now. Still trying to get Robo's speed up to par. Oh, can we get rid of Ayla now? Good. Bring back the crew. But can I play Crisis? Yeah, man, Link, I hear, like I said, I hear your point. If it was like the XL, or if it was like the Game Boy Advance Micro, or any of those things, or even if all it was the same system, but the 3D was a little bit improved, any of those things is fine. I wouldn't call it a new console. But the fact that there are games that you can only play on the new Nintendo 3DS, that makes me say it's basically a new console. Patrick, if you're watching, you're gonna see this map soon. It's Saturday morning. Is it always the same order? It's like water, lightning, fire, something like that? Or fire, lightning? No, it's not always the same order. And assuming you survive the boss fight you guys are doing right now. Right? Black Rock comes up later if I remember correctly. It's like something that you give to a character that we haven't unlocked yet. Yeah. We'll go shh. Alright guys, it's 6 p.m. Let me go out and save. Cool. Alright guys, thanks for joining us. That's the end of the show for today. Give you a heads up what's coming up next. Tomorrow is going to be Chrono Trigger from 2 to 4, starting here at Zeal. We get as far as we can in those 2 hours. The second block is going to be Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, which we started today. I'll be uploading the VOD for that if you missed it and want to catch up. That's a blind playthrough for me. I'd played like the first 30 minutes before, but it's my first time really playing the game seriously. Coming back in the next Monday will be Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, with Starbound on Wednesday, and bringing Crisis Core back in too. We might start mixing it up a little bit more as we get into March and my work commitments start to fade away. You guys have a good night. Catch you next time, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.